Alright everyone, and welcome back to part dose of Universe Mode's Tables, Ladders, and Chairs Tables, Ladders, and Chairs program. I don't know what I'm thinking about. My brain is scrambled to our Tables, Ladders, and Chairs craziness. That is correct. We are kicking things off with our triple threat match for the United States Championship because this is a matchup that... This was one matchup like I particularly have been looking forward to watching, and... I mean, it's anybody's ball game, and I think it's going to be a very fun match to watch, just in general, given the different styles and the different personalities. And this person right here has been through a lot, to say the least, on our Universe Mode between, you know, being involved with all the stuff involving the Undisputed Era and British Strong Style, that, of course, losing the tag team titles at Survivor Series, getting attacked on several occasions, might I add. Before and after matches. Like, Tyler Bate's been through the ringer, so I'm kind of, like, you know, he's got some motivation, to say the least. And you know what? I'm here for that. I think we're all here for that energy. So here we go, people. Here we go. Got Tyler Bate about to face off against Christian. Let's do this. Let us do this. Christian, Tyler Bate, Daniel Bryan. This is something else. Of course, Christian and Tyler Bate won their respective qualifying matches to get into this matchup. Because, I mean, on their own, I would love to see Christian versus Daniel Bryan, and of course, Christian versus Tyler Bate, and Tyler Bate versus Daniel Bryan. And, you know, we're going to eventually get there. I just thought it would be a good idea to kind of bring everybody in this one match, because, you know what, I like combustible elements. I'm only kidding. I just want to see what happens. That's kind of where we're at. But either way, I'm excited to see how this is going to go. So, let's see who's going to get through and pull through, I should say, and walk out with the United States Championship. As per usual, just grab your snacks, grab your choice of beverage. And also, as per usual, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and do all the fun stuff on the channel. Let me know what your predictions are down below. This is the episode where we're going to have 3 matches, so get strapped in. So if it's a little bit longer, bear with it. I did that because this was the only episode without... Well, I take that back. It does have a ladder match, but it's not like a multi-person ladder match. As you saw in the last part, those are a little bit more involved. They take a little bit more time. That sort of thing. So that's sort of why we decided to put in these 3 matches in this part. So there you go. That's the rationale behind that. Of course, we've got Tyler Bate and Christian. And here comes the champion, Daniel Bryan. People, this is going to be a fun match. I mean, you've got 3 very different styles. You have Christian, who probably, you know, he's Captain Charisma. There's no other way around it. Multiple-time Intercontinental Champion in his own right. Arguably one of the best, you know, mid-card Intercontinental Champions of all time, potentially. Right. Then you've got Daniel Bryan, the technician. Christian, I would say, is kind of an all-rounder. Daniel Bryan, you could argue that as well. Really, all 3 of them, you could argue, are pretty much well-rounded, well-rounders, that sort of thing. And I think that's why it's going to be a very interesting mix. They both have their own exuding charisma, in a weird way. You've got Captain Charisma, you have Tyler Bate, and then you've got Daniel Bryan. They've got very different personalities. They're both very well-rounded in the ring and with their characters. So it's going to be interesting. We haven't seen a whole ton of Tyler Bate just on his own. We usually have seen him around with, you know, Mustache Mountain, British Strong Style, that sort of thing. But of course, it's kind of, you know, they've mutually decided to sort of just do their own thing for a little bit. So, again, plus, of course, when you got 1/3 of them on the shelf because of Brock Lesnar, I mean, that would change up some things. It sounds like the fans are really pulling for Christian in this match, but there she is. United States Championship, our 2nd of 4 championships that are going to be on the line. This is, I believe, the only one that's on the line in this part. We'll have the Women's Championship and the Universal Championship on the line in the next part. But I feel like this would be a fun matchup to kick things off with. Daniel Bryan going right for Christian, but Christian with a huge counter. Tyler Bate trying to sneak in there somewhere, but Christian capitalizing, sending right into the ropes. Tyler Bate with a huge arm drag takedown. Oh, See, now that it's not as crowded, I can actually see what's going on here, because the glare got worse, by the way, just throwing that out there, but I'm trying to record ahead of time because of the Sims pack, and also because I'm taking, a little bit of time off of recording wrestling stuff, at least for a few days, as far as I know, at least, so there's that. Anyway, Christian with the huge counter on Daniel Bryan, and yeah, I'm recording this on November 7th, so again, I don't know when this is coming out, but here we are. Tyler Bate with a huge suplex onto Christian, snapmare takedown. This could really be a breakout moment for any of these guys, but I really think this could be a breakout match for Tyler Bate, because again, we haven't seen him too much outside of a tag team role, going in for the cover, and Bate gets the kick out. Not even at a 1 count. Daniel Bryan focusing his energy on Tyler Bate with Christian just lurking around in the corner. Huge takedown right there from Bryan. Oh, and he snaps the leg. Oh, but Christian's carrying Daniel Bryan somewhere. Oh, and the snake eyes right in the corner. Christian focusing his attention on Tyler Bate now. Oh, and a huge slam into the mat. Christian is just taking these guys to the limit. He's been impressive here in this early going. Oh, and Christian going in for the cover. And Tyler Bate breaks things up before even a 1 count. You've got to think about just how hungry Christian and Tyler Bate are. If you really think about it, the championships have been really eluding Christian this entire time. I mean, he made it to the finals of our inaugural United States Universal Championship matches and all that stuff, and he's been in that picture very much on and off. So you got to think that's got to be a motivation factor for Christian. Daniel Bryan, you've got to think he's the champ. He just wants to hold on to the title. But Tyler Bate, he wants to prove that he belongs in the singles division just as much as the tag team division and show that versatility a little bit. Oh, and a huge punch right there from Daniel Bryan. Definitely huge right there. This is certainly something, my dudes. This is certainly something. Tyler Bate and Daniel Bryan in the center of the ring. Christian's trying to get back into this. This is something. Oh, and a huge clothesline right there from Bryan onto Bate. Referee going in for the cover. Or going in for... You get where I was going at. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? This is crazy. This has been an experience, to say the least. Huge move right there from Daniel Bryan. Okay, I'm just going to look at this screen because there's no glare on this one, which is probably going to help me out. Christian's going for something here. Oh, he's going for it! Oh, and he hits the kill switch, formerly known as the Unprettier. Oh, but Tyler Bates still on the outside, and Bryan gets to the ropes. Oh, but Bryan, he's got that heel hook locked in. Oh, and he breaks things up. Tyler Bate saving his chances here tonight. Oh, but what's Tyler Bate going for here? He's going for the submission. He's got it locked in. Could this be it for Daniel Bryan? Will Tyler Bate pull through and be our new United States champion? Nope. Daniel Bryan says not today. Daniel Bryan with the guillotine hold right here. A close enough variation to it on Tyler Bate, but Tyler Bate still powering through into the bridge. Okay, this was a smart decision. Oh, and a huge elbow from Bryan onto Bate. Christian's out of it, people. There's no other way around it. Tyler Bate with the huge counter. This might be Tyler Bates' time, people. Tyler Bates going for it. Tyler, driver 97. Could this be it? Christian's still out. Oh, but Bryan kicks out at 2. Christian's back up onto his feet. Oh, but Tyler Bate counters. Christian's just like waiting for an opening, and I really don't blame the dude. I really don't. Oh, but Bryan What's he going for here? Oh, and a huge suplex. Oh, God, and he landed right on Tyler Bate, too. Oh, and Tyler Bate going in for the suplex. Oh, my God. What a matchup this has been to kick things off. It's still really anybody's game here. Oh, but Bryan's got that heel hook. Oh, and Christian's stuck in that corner. Can Tyler Bate pull through, or will he tap out? Oh, but Christian breaks things up. This is something else, people. Tyler Bate he's out, man. That man might be out. Huge counter from Christian, as we just saw. All three of these men are exhausted. All three competitors are worn out. They are exhausted. Huge drop kick right there from Captain Charisma. Christian's going in for the cover. I swear to God, if he wins by a drop kick. Okay, there we go. I was, like, kind of concerned. I'm like, is this really going to end by a drop kick? But to be fair, that'd be the most universe mode thing I could think of. Oh, and Christian, what's he going for here? Huge gut buster onto Bryan. Somebody might need to go check in on Tyler Bate. I mean, to be fair, Christian was out for a little while. Oh, and Bryan with the counter. Oh, and a huge running kick right there. Oh, and Christian's out. Oh, and another huge running kick from Daniel Bryan. Bryan might be trying to go in for the cover to retain the title. Can Bryan retain? Oh, and Tyler Bate kicks out. Could this be it for Daniel? Oh, Tyler Bate counters with a huge knee right there. This might be it. Can this be the moment Tyler Bate needs to try to get his first shred of singles gold here on the channel? Oh, Tyler Bate. Oh, and a counter from Bryan. Oh, and he sends Tyler Bate right over the top rope there. Oh, and a huge move right there. Oh, man. Oh, but Bryan's got that heel hook in once again. That thing injured Jinder Mahal a little while back on Extreme Rules. Oh, but Christian gets to the ropes. Christian gets to the ropes. Y'all, I should not be this invested in this matchup, but I totally am. Oh, but Bryan this time going for the cover. Christian's still near the ropes. Wait, his head's underneath the rope. Oh, and Daniel Bryan retains. Daniel Bryan retains here tonight. This is something else, people, but what a hard-fought battle from all three competitors. This match was something to behold. I think out of all the triple threat matches we've had, like, at least for the men's side of things, like, this has probably been the best one. Oh my goodness, what a matchup that we just saw, people. I mean, you've got to think about what's next for Christian and Tyler Bate after this, especially since Tyler Bate was not involved in the decision. What's next for Christian? I mean, where does he go after this? It's going to be interesting, to say the least. But, Dak Nabbit production truck. What a huge win here tonight for the United States Champion, Daniel Bryan. A big congratulations to the leader of the Yes Movement, the Eco Champ. Way to go, Daniel Bryan. Huge win here tonight. Well-fought victory. Just, this was something to behold, people. What a match, and what a way to kick off part 2 of TLC. Alright, everyone, here we go. 6-woman tag team match about to get underway here tonight. Got the women's tag team champions, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Of course, Paige being right with them. The newly reformed Absolution on their way down to the ring here tonight. This is a matchup that I think a lot of us have wanted to see for a little while, and by God, we're about to get it. The women are basically just kind of taking over this episode for the most part, because up after this we have the TLC match. But here we go. We've got Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose, and Paige all reunited. And we got the situation with the, glitch that we saw at Survivor Series taken care of. So, we got that going on. Let's just hope that we don't get copyright. Anyway around, this is going to be a fun matchup. This is something that I think a lot of us have wanted to see for a little while. I don't know if we ever got this match, but it's a matchup that I think a lot of us just want to see in general. And who knows, it might lead to something more, it might not, who the heck knows. But here we go, people. Their opponents are about to make their way out to the ring here tonight. Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, and Liv Morgan, the Riott Squad, making their way down to the ring. And the tag titles are not on the line tonight, but you can imagine that if the Riott Squad pulls out the win, that might give them that opportunity. But here we go. This is going to be a good match. I can feel it already. Of course, we saw we saw Ruby Riott get attacked and get, knocked out of that Survivor Series matchup at Survivor Series. So she got taken out of the picture. So she was on the injury reserve list. But Paige brought back Absolution, and she wants to take over the entire women's tag division, and possibly even the entire women's division with herself and Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. But they've also got another trio in the form of the Riott Squad. Sonya Deville taking down Liv Morgan. Sonya Deville, of course, 1/3 of Absolution. Liv Morgan, 1/3 of the Riott Squad. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good matchup. Liv Morgan's actually been having a really strong showing so far on Universe Mode in general. Morgan with the suplex onto Deville. First team to get a pinfall or submission wins this matchup. Gets the tag into Sarah Logan. We haven't seen a whole lot from Sarah, but it's going to be quite interesting, to say the least. Here we go, people. Here we go. Deville pulling her away from the ropes. Series of strikes right there from Deville onto Logan. And the tag gets made into both Paige and Ruby Riott. Oh, and Ruby Riott with the huge strike onto Paige. Huge kick to the back of Paige. Oh, but Paige gets back up. Oh, and a huge clothesline right into the corner. Very smart strategy trying to keep her in the corner like that again. Drinking some green tea, so. And got a wet in the whistle. Waiting? Okay, whatever. It's fine. Oh, and a huge kick from Paige onto Ruby Riott. Ruby Riott with a huge strike onto Paige. Huge kick. Oh, and Ruby Riott, huge suplex to Paige. Oh, and a huge drop kick as well. Definitely a strong showing from Ruby Riott right out of the box. Gets the tag into Liv Morgan. Paige gets the tag into Mandy Rose. Very smart strategy on both ends to get frequent tags in and out of this matchup. Oh, and a huge slam to the mat from Morgan onto Rose. Of course, Mandy Rose was our first women's champ here on Raw, so that's been interesting. You've got to think that, like, it's going to be interesting to see who's going to walk out with the gold here tonight. Whether that's going to be Shayna Baszler or Becky Lynch. It'll be interesting, but for now, Liv Morgan going in there with the single leg Boston Crab. Will this be it for Mandy Rose? Mandy Rose powers out, powers through the hold. Liv Morgan going in for the cover. And not even a 1 count, but Mandy Rose kicks out. It's Morgan going for a huge drop kick to the back. And gets the tag into Ruby Riott. Apologies, I was once again taking a A little bit of a drink break, that sort of thing. Huge punch from Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose going right for Ruby Riott right here. Again, my apologies, my voice has kind of been going in and out a little bit. Mandy Rose going in for the cover. Oh, and Ruby Riott kicks out at 1. And here we go, people. Ruby Riott going in for the cover on Sonya Deville. Oh, and a kick out from Deville. Definitely interesting to see what's going to happen here. What's Riott going for? What's she doing next? Irish whip into the corner. Oh, and Ruby Riott gets the tag into Sarah Logan. What's going on? Oh, and a huge move right there. Chopping away at the arm. Very smart strategy. Sonya Deville with the huge kick. Oh, and taking down Sarah Logan. Oh, huge kick right there. Sarah Logan back on the offense here. Picking up Sonya Deville right then and there. Oh, huge back body drop right there. Oh, what's going on here? Deville's got Logan. Where's she taking her? Oh, but Sarah Logan with the counter. Series of elbows. Series of elbows right there. Huge headbutt from Logan as well. And gets the tag right back into Ruby Riott. Still targeting that arm. That is a very smart strategy. Very smart strategy indeed. Oh, and Deville with the huge Shining Wizard, huge knee strike right there to Ruby Riott. What's Deville going for here? Oh! Oh, she's got her in the corner. She's got her in the corner. Couple of good, just hard-hitting strikes right there from Deville. Into the backbreaker. What's Deville going for here? She's got Ruby right in the corner and gets the tag into Paige. Is everybody just like taking the same move from each other, but no matter what? Ruby Riott with the counter onto Paige. Let's see what's going to happen here. Oh, and Paige with the counter. Oh! Bit of a jump right there. Here we go. Paige going in for the cover. And Absolution takes the win. Sarah Logan was just a hair too late on that. Apologies if I wasn't chit-chatting a whole lot on that matchup, but certainly a very interesting matchup that we just saw unfold. But Absolution walked out on top, proving why that, you know, they might be the best trio in the women's division. I mean, you know, it's hard to argue with that at this point. But definitely a very decisive win at the end. Gotta wonder what's going to happen next. Who's going to be the next team to step up after that huge move right there? The Paige Turner from Paige connecting onto Ruby Riott. Absolution walking out with the win. So you've got to think, who's going to step up to Absolution next? It's going to be interesting, to say the least. But definitely worth seeing next. And here we go, people. We've got our main event for part 2 of good old... I was almost about to say Survivor Series, but it's not Survivor Series, it's TLC. We've got the Raw General Manager fighting off against Nia Jax once again, this time for a contract to get a match with Brooklyn Von Braun at Royal Rumble. That is correct, people. If she wins this matchup, she gets that matchup at Royal Rumble against the SmackDown Live General Manager. So it's going to be interesting to say the least. As you can see, that briefcase is right above the ring. It is not a Money in the Bank briefcase, but in some minds, the match might be money. That's how I see it. We did see Brooklyn Von Braun earlier in her debut, but she unfortunately lost. Well, her team lost. She didn't get pinned or tapped out, but she definitely showed that there was a bit of a strong showing right there. But in order to get to Brooklyn Von Braun, she's got to get through Nia Jax once again, but this time in a tables, ladders, and chairs match, which they did fight off in a very chaotic Extreme Rules matchup at Survivor Series, so I wouldn't expect anything less. But if she loses, if Christina Bennett does lose, she loses her job. So a lot is on the line. If she loses, she's out as general manager here on Raw. But if she wins, not only does she get to keep her job, but she gets the contract for that matchup at Royal Rumble against Brooklyn Von Braun. Because that's our next pay-per-view, people. That is our next big event here on the channel. I don't know what else to really say other than that. There's a lot on the line here, to say the least. There is a lot on the line. Raw General Manager Christina Bennett. We got Nia Jax right here. Going right for Nia Jax, but it's proving to be not as effective as she thought this was going to be. Just wailing at her, just trying to find some kind of a strategy to try to chop down Nia Jax. Oh, and Nia Jax stops the flurry of kicks. What is Jax going for here? What is she going for? Oh, and a huge power bomb right from the get-go. Oh, but Nia Jax this time around, she is going for something right off the bat. Oh, no. Let's hope that we don't get another ghost chair situation. That'd be funny. Oh, and she ducks out of the way. Oh! What? What in the world is she doing here? What? What? Oh, you're kidding me. Brooklyn Von Braun. Oh, this is not fair. Like, not at all. This is not fair whatsoever. Not at all. Oh my god, this is, oh no, this is not looking good. Oh, and a huge counter from the general manager. Oh, taking down Brooklyn Von Braun. Gotta focus on the prize. Gotta focus on the prize. Oh, trying to get rid of that right here. Taking down Nia Jax. Oh, but Brooklyn Von Braun's still right there. This has turned into like a 2-on-1 affair, essentially. Oh! Oh, and she sends her right out there. Is she just going to stay in the ring? This has turned into a 2-on-1 handicap match. This has turned into a 2-on-1 affair, people. This is something else. The fans are not happy about this, and neither am I. Like, shouldn't it be saying something, though, if it's taking two of them to try to beat a general manager, for crying out loud? I'm just saying. Oh, and a headbutt right to Nia Jax. Oh my god. Definitely the general manager's at a bit of a disadvantage here. She's gonna, like, just take everybody out with that ladder, and I think that's the plan. Oh, well, apparently, I don't know if she was doing some practice at the Performance Center with the ladders, but Brooklyn Von Braun appears to be out. Oh, I don't know what just happened there. I don't know what the general manager is up to here, but she's gotta start making some moves here if she wants to win this matchup. Oh, what a huge strike from Nia Jax. Oh, just taking her down with a huge series of punches. Looks like Brooklyn Von Braun might be making her way backstage. I don't know. But the damage may or may not be done already. So, I don't know, people. I do not know. huge neck breaker from the general manager here tonight. But people, we just saw the SmackDown Live general manager just get involved. Why does she have to be in every single episode at this point? Oh, but Nia Jax. Oh, but Christina Bennett, she's going to the top. Oh, and a huge diving drop kick right there. Oh, this might be the opportunity that she needs here, people. Oh, but Nia Jax was too quick. That is a smart strategy right there. I'm just saying, if it's been basic, if it took two of them to try to get some sort of momentum going against the general manager, like, shouldn't that be? Oh no, I don't like this. Oh no, I do not like this at all. What is she doing? Oh, right underneath the ropes. The fans are chanting, "This is awesome," and I have to agree with them on this one. I've got to agree, people. General manager scaling. Okay, I don't know what she's trying to do here. Maybe she was trying to reach for it or something. Oh, but she sees Nia Jax. Oh, and she gets the punch right then and there. Again, I don't know what she is trying to accomplish here, but here we are. The stupid glare is prevailing once again, so I'm a little concerned. She is holding down the fort up there, as far as I'm concerned. Huge strike once again. Oh no, what is she doing? Oh, and a huge Hurricane Rana from the top with a dang ladder. I mean, I feel like this general manager has taken some pages out of the Shane McMahon playbook. Oh, Jesus, freaking take the wheel. Oh no, this is not good. Oh, and a huge elbow. Huge strike. Oh, and a huge backbreaker. This is not looking good. This is not looking good for our Raw general manager here tonight. Oh, and she's trying to chop her down from the bottom. Not sure how wise of a strategy that's going to be, but here we are. Oh my god, what is she doing? Oh no, don't you tell me! Oh, powerbomb right off the ladder! A powerbomb right off the ladder. No, don't you tell me. Oh, and an elbow drop from the top of the ladder. An elbow drop from the top of the ladder. Oh my god. Our general manager's crazy, man. Oh, but Nia Jax once again trying to get her way onto her feet. Oh, but she's got another strike left in her. Both of these competitors have been putting in the work, to say the least. She's got a clear as day opening here. Will this be it? And the general manager has claimed the contract. We are finally seeing, after God knows how many episodes, nearly 40 at this point, the Raw general manager finally exact revenge. Not just on Nia Jax, but also get her revenge against Brooklyn Von Braun at Royal Rumble. What a match. But here we go, my dudes. Here we go. We are going to see the general managers finally duke it out at Royal Rumble. Despite the interference, despite the odds getting stacked against her, Raw general manager Christina Bennett will finally get her match against Brooklyn Von Braun at Royal Rumble. We don't know what the stakes are going to look like, but my god, you can imagine that this matchup, it's going to go down. It is official, the contract is in the possession of the Raw General Manager. She cannot be denied that matchup. So, that being said, this has been part 2 of Tables, Ladders, and Chairs. Again, this was not as much of a car crash as envisioned, but a lot went down in this episode. We have a championship that got retained in the form of Daniel Bryan retaining his championship for the United States Championship in that triple threat match. We saw Absolution reign supreme over the Riott Squad, and now we've got a huge matchup that we're looking forward to at Royal Rumble between the two general managers after frickin' 40 episodes almost. Either way around, leave a like, leave a comment. What matchup did you enjoy the most in this episode? Again, my apologies for being like halfway out of it. I feel like that's a thread. But either way around, let me know what you all thought of this episode and what your predictions are going to look like. Who is walking out with that Universal Championship in the next part? So on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in. I will see you all around later. Bye, everyone.